Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to film my I don't know what just happened there. Today I wanted to film my 15 by 2015 update video for you. I believe it's been about a month since I updated last, so I wanted to go ahead and get on here and film this video for you. And so I've made a bit of progress on some things and not any progress at all on some other things. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the video, and I'm going to start with my fragrances. And the first one, I'm going to show you what I ended up doing with this. Actually, no. I am going to show you what I used up at the first update actually, and that is the OC8 Mattifying Professional Gel. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I really enjoyed this. I know I've said that before, and I would purchase this again if I didn't have so many other products to go through. But if I don't find anything better and I use up all my products, then I will maybe repurchase this again. So now I will go on to my fragrances and I'll show you what I went ahead and did with this first fragrance. Now this is my Victoria's Secret Vanilla Lace, but this is not the one that I originally started with. This is the one that I originally started with, and I think I need to shut this light off. Okay. This is the one that I originally started with, and that is yeah. And this is not the one that I originally started with. The one that I originally started with is here. And I did not finish this product, but what I did is I had gotten down to here, and I decided I really love this scent, and my husband really loves this scent. It's like his favorite. So I didn't want to have to repurchase this after I finished this one, and I wouldn't have had to because I had this one. However, this one, when I poured the other spray into it, was only to here. So I would have to pretty soon repurchase this. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to make sure that I had this so that I could use this every once in a while when my husband and I are going out. If I'm working on another body spray or another perfume, I still have this to kind of put in the mix. So this isn't going to be a regular use spray. This is just going to be something that I'm going to kind of hang on to so that I don't have to purchase another one. So I am going to call this one finished because I did already have another one of these. So technically I'm going to call this finished since I've condensed down into one spray, and it is not a full bottle on that side either, and I'm not really going to be considering it part of a project or something that I'm using up. So like I said, this one is finished as of today. Right before I filmed this video, I decided to do that. I was thinking about that. The next thing is the Japanese Cherry Blossom spray, which I'm going to go back to just try and finish this up. And at my last update, I was here, and I haven't marked it, but I'm just below that here. So I will go ahead and mark that now. Okay. So I am working on using that up. The next product I have is my Urban Decay Naked Skin Illuminating Beauty Balm. And I'll have to take this off to see if I've made any progress. I didn't mark this before this video, but I don't believe that I've really made. I really haven't. I'm still pretty much here. You can see the line. I was using my Gellar Radiance Laura Mercier Radiance Primer, so I really kind of backed off on this, and I just started using this back yesterday. The next thing I actually had to repress about a week or two ago, and that is my IT Cosmetics Illuminating Celebration Foundation. And so after repressing, it looks like this. And I did repress it to all of the edges. Some areas were a little thicker than others, so you can see I've kind of hit pan in a lot of crazy different places. So I'm just working on using this up. It does get a little powdery and, you know, flutter around in the air, so I believe some product does get wasted, but I feel like I'm able to use more up than I would have if I hadn't repressed it. It would have just all crumbled and I would have lost it, which is what happened, and then I just decided to crush it down and actually do the repress. What do you call it? Repressing? Anywho, this next product I am super excited about, and this is my Gellar Balance and Brighten. And you know, I'm going to take this out because you know it's out, but I was super frustrated with this product because it didn't seem like it was ever going to hit any kind of pan. You could only see some use around the edges, and I was using it as a contour, and then I just started using it as a bronzer, which I do have on today. The contour underneath is the Sonia Kashuk cream bronzer, but in using it that way consistently for a week or so, I was able to hit the pan. So I'm super excited about that. I'm just trying to work it out from there. It seems like it's thinnest over under here where this chip is. So I'm using that as a guide to kind of use more in this area so that it thins out. I'm super excited about this. So the thing I also have to keep reminding myself is that it is still only the beginning of September. So I have 3 full months to get these products used up. So I'm just trying to keep that in perspective, because as we get along here, you'll see I haven't really made much progress on some of the other products, and that's kind of a little discouraging, but I'm still trying to stick to my mantra of, that I'm using things up. So I just dumped a couple of these little crumbles that I have in here, but this is the Tarte Doll Face Blush. And I don't remember exactly what this looked like at the last. I will try and pull in a piece of the last video. And I have hit pan, so that is the small amount of pan I have. But this is what it looks like now, and I know that I've expanded the pan. I know today when I was using it, some broke off the side because it was so thin. And so I'm excited about that as well. I was actually just watching this video, and I knew I was about to film this video, and I was thinking as I was watching it, she was giving tips and tricks for project panning, and as I was watching it, I was thinking I have broken every single one of those, not rules, but suggestions that she's come up with for your very first project pan. This is my very first project pan, and I chose 15 items. So 1, that was already crazy, and 2, I chose all makeup items except for my fragrances. So that was crazy as well. And I did mix in some that I had already had some good use on, so I did good there. And I also took away from her video, which I have thought about in the past, suggesting to myself not necessarily using an entire product up, especially if I'm starting to get sick of it, but to make a goal of just hitting pan, and then if I like it and want to continue using it, then make my continuation goal to be finishing up the entire product. And so that's kind of the way I'm getting with this blush, is that I'm like, I like it, but I am ready to kind of just call it quits. But that's why in my bi-weekly makeup baskets, I've been pulling in some other blushes, so I have some options, which again was one of her suggestions. So I think I've done kind of 75-25 on the things that she suggested. I have done 75 of the things she said not to do and 25% of the things that she said to do or would recommend. So I'm just muddling my way through it. I've definitely been more successful with some of my use it up projects and my other projects following this one. I do have a lot of things going at one time, but I feel like for whatever reason this first project is just a dud. But I am still using up products, and that's what I kind of have to keep focused on. So the next thing I have is my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. And I do have some more use out of this. When I first filmed this, it was a tiny little dot. And I'm a little off in my drawing down here, but let me get it. Okay. That is roughly the amount of expansion that I've had in this product. And I haven't used it the last couple of weeks. I haven't used it a lot in the last week for sure. I've been using my Urban Decay Sin primer that I don't find works well with using this. I would layer too. I would layer this and then whatever primer I'm using, but I don't find that this does well with that. So I haven't been using it because I've been trying to focus on my Sin. So I also noticed, if you can see, that there's some cracks and stuff, and I'm thinking that maybe this cap over time being broken has been an issue, but we will see, and I will definitely try to use this more this coming month or so, or keep using it obviously because it's in my project. But the next thing also has some crumbles, so I hesitate to use it or to show it to you. I just dumped some. But this is my MAC Blanc Type. You can see the crumbles there, so I'm just going to hang on to that there. Again, I'll have to insert a photo so you can see from the last video how much progress. But I do believe I'm expanding the pan. It is a lot more slow going than I thought it would be, but eyeshadows can be that way. So I am enjoying it. I am still using it, so that's that. The next is I am going to show you. So the next thing I'm going to show you is my MAC Studio Fix Concealer, and this is an NW25, and I've said it before, but I'm using this as a peachy under the eye corrector. I don't know if you can see. I believe I've made some little bit of progress. This one's really hard to show, but as I said in my last video, this is deceptively deep. I know you can see it here, but a lot of times the pan or the pot does not go as deep as the packaging, but I believe that this is one that does. Just watching, I always do this with my finger, just watching Pretty Pistol 86 Cherish's videos, or she panned one of these, and it's definitely pretty deep. So that's that. I'm still making steady progress, and now we move into the no progress section of the video. And I've redone my measuring system, so you'll be able to better see, but I'll just show it to you. So now we're going to move on to the section of the video that is like basically no progress whatsoever on these products, and some of them, actually there's one that has some good progress and then one that has a very tiny bit, and then the rest have absolutely none. So the first thing I'm going to show you, and I have a little bit of a preface. In one of my previous videos, I told you that in trying to measure my Anastasia Brow Wiz, I broke it off and I wasn't able to salvage it, and it was very sad. I broke this product, the Hard Candy Brows Now, when I was trying to show you the progress on this as well. Not when I was trying to show you, but when I was trying to mark it. I marked it. I went to go make the line better with the Sharpie. didn't roll it down, laid it on the side of my counter, rolled off, and broke. And I was like, oh my God, like seriously, I keep breaking things. I break things. And then I did it to the new eyebrow pencil that I'm using that I was able to salvage, but oh my God, I'm just such a disaster with this stuff. So I'm not going to show you up against the paper anymore. I'm just going to show you the product, and then I'm going to show you where I've measured it so that I don't have any casualties while I'm filming, because I am not graceful with this kind of thing. So the Brows Now product, I was up to here at the last update, and since I've been using it as a face highlight, like a cream highlighter, I am down to here. So this is the product, and again, I can't put it up too far. It will not come out, but it won't, it's broken. So I have it in there, just sitting in there. So it's miraculously sitting there now. So there's that, and then I will move on to my eyeliners. And once again, I also broke my Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon. I'm going to roll this up. It goes slow, but it is broken. You can push it one way or the other. And so that's what that looks like. And I'm not even going to, I don't even know why I bother to show you, because it is the exact same. There is no new mark, because I have not, despite using this all the freaking time, I still do not have any progress whatsoever. So hopefully the next time. And my MAC Teddy Eye Kohl, also, despite having sharpened it and having used it several times, this is where it started, and this was my first update, and it is not any smaller. Crazy. Just crazy. I don't understand. The next thing is my NYX Rose lip liner that is not here. The next thing is my NYX Rose lip liner. It looks like this. This should be safe for me to show you on the paper, although I am not graceful at all. This is, oh, that was pretty good. This is where I am now. And so you can see this is where I was at the last update, and this is where I am now. So I've made some progress, but I did kind of slack off on this because I did start using a MAC lipstick that's not even in any of my projects. It's so pretty, and it was sitting on my counter, so I just decided to pick it up and start using it. The next product is my MAC Viva Glam V lipstick. Again, it is also broken because it was melted. No progress there. This is the first update. This was the second update. And this is the collection Privee by J.Lo in Jennifer's Nude 370. Looks like this. And this also, first update, second update, and today, or where I started, excuse me. These are, the top line is where I started. First update and nothing. So that is it. That is my 15 by 2015. Slow going on some products, but like I said, continually trying to remind myself that it is still 3 months until the end of the year. Actually 4 months until the end of the year. So I keep trying to remind myself that it is 4 months until the end of the year, and that is quite a bit of time to make progress on these items. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it's a little longer. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.